Hello all my chickadees and welcome back to the demo of Tattoos and Tulips. This is part 2 and hopefully the final part because we got halfway through it in the first part, which is up on the channel. If you haven't watched it yet, I suggest you watch that before this part so you have an idea what's going on. But without further ado, we're going to go ahead and dive in. He's not naked, I swear. He's got boxers on. Okay. I wake up before my alarm goes off, and I'm relieved I don't have to hear its grating sound. I shut it off and slipped into my shower. When I'm out, wrapped in my towel, I spent approximately too much time deciding on what I want to wear. What do you wear to a park anyway? Oh, that's nice. Look at a puppy on there. And the little hearts. Oh, the tulips. Perfect. I decided on something and slip it on. Then I start packing for a picnic and a hike, since those were the things B mentioned. What B says always goes. Oh man, I'm tongue-tied today. I know that much. A blanket, some bug spray, and an extra pair of socks. And of course, some food. I arrive exactly at 10 a.m. Usually I'm the early one, so I'm surprised to see B here before me, standing right in front of the park sign. She's in the cutest dress I've ever seen. Okay, maybe that isn't true. B constantly pulls out the most show-stopping pieces, time and time again. She notices me staring and does a little courtesy. Isn't it gorgeous? I got it for 40% off. This might be the best job I've ever had. Well, minus literally everything else about it. Those are nice too. Don't tell me you got those just for this outfit. Maybe. How do you have any room left in your closet? Lots and lots of stacking. Also, the shoe organizer I got at a yard sale. Though I'm quickly running out of room. I've got to get a place of my own. You will. You didn't want to invite your roommates out here? Zoe is too busy with her new bow and working. And Rain? Are you kidding? Sun, walking, sweating? I don't want to torture them. The thought of a goth hiking is a funny one, I'd admit, but I like them far too much to subject them to this. Besides, we agreed it would just be us. It would seem rude to invite 3 other people. Bay's already on the next subject. What made you so late, huh? I can feel my face fall immediately as I look at her with a cocked head. I'm not even late. I can still leave, you know. Don't be like that. You know I'm just messing with you. I snicker at how quickly she folds. I was excited. I woke up 3 hours ago. Really? I don't see why she would. It's just a park. B always gets excited when food's involved, but this is different. The only difference between all the times we hung out now are... Da boy! There he is! There's our tall bean. In the corner of my eye, a certain tattoo man comes into view, loosely jogging his way over to us, waving the whole way and sporting a huge smile. Hey, you two. I hope you guys weren't waiting too long. I catch eyes with Shay, his deep brown skin more akin to disc flowers inside of a sunflower, threatening to suck me in. Look! Chrys is blushing! Ah! Oh! You can't lie, Chrys. You do like him. He's next to be in a bright button-up. But in his case, it's a button down because he's got maybe 3 buttoned. He's got an entire window into his chest. I try not to look. I think I hate attractive people now. I never know how to act around them. Not only that, but he's so infectiously happy. How does he manage to do that? Hi. I greet back pathetically. You look great, Shay. I love that shirt on you. And Chrys, you of course look great, but I'm sure you don't need me to tell you. What is that supposed to mean? It means you're big-headed. I roll my eyes. Takes one to know one. You guys look great too. That shirt is cool. Is it a graphic tee for the flower shop, right? Is it only for employees? He points to mine, and I point at myself stupidly. He thinks I look great? I feel my own head swelling. Perhaps he's just being polite, but still, it does feel good to hear. Yeah. Damn. Well, it's sick. Maybe we should make t-shirts in my shop. Oh, I want one. If I ever get around to it, I'll get you both one. My treat. Oh. He lifts up the gym bag he had in his hand. I brought us some fruits, veggies, and granola bars. I figured B brought plenty of junk food already. Aw, you know me so well. Yep, I got brownies, cookies, cheese orbs, the works. It's good I brought actual food then. Also brought drinks, some freshly squeezed lemonade I made, Granny's special recipe. Did you guys bring drinks too? That sounds awesome. I brought some liters of soda. B. Oh my gosh. B brought all the junk food. All the junk food. We're out at a park, gonna do a hike, and she just brings all the junk food. Shay was more reasonable. He brought like actual like granola bars and fruits and veggies, and but he's just like, yeah, all the sugar. Oh my god. Diet? Of course. Though I don't know how you can drink something with such an awful aftertaste. You don't even taste it if it's all you drink. But that's good. I also brought some water bottles. I'll have to try some of that lemonade, though. My granny's lemonade is a personal favorite of mine. I brought it in part just to show it off. I can feel my head swelling again. Maybe B had a point. B looks around as we stand at the park entrance. It's fairly crowded, considering how early it is. I can hear children squealing in the distance, and I cringe at the sound. I didn't think this through as much as I should have. We couldn't have picked a more perfect day, huh? She looks up at the sky, a bright blue with a couple of dots of clouds, sun shining brilliantly overhead and a gentle breeze. Sounds like a really nice day. It's really nice. Spring is the best season for a reason. Too bad it was quickly coming to an end. For sure. I really should start jogging here instead of down the main roads. This is the prettiest it'll be all year. I want to listen to the singing of birds and the wind rustling through the street, but I hear more street screeching and the repeated scolding from parents. Yeah, let's get away from that. Let's start hiking to get away from the children noises. It would be even better if there wasn't a bunch of kids running around. They're just having fun, Chrys. Jeez. You're not a fan of kids? I feel immediately put on the spot. I'm not some child-eating monster or anything. I just don't like a lot of noises. Or boogers. Or sticky candy. Or, oh, okay, not really. Not at all. Not other people's. If I had my own, I'd like them just fine. Any reason why? Oh god, I hate defending myself to people I barely know. They like to mess with Chrys's floral arrangements in his little garden. She's not wrong, that's a big part of it, but I don't know why she feels the need to call it a little garden. My interests don't align with the just don't align with the interests of snot-nosed toddlers. I mean, yeah, if I had a nice garden or, you know, a hobby that I really cared about and these little toddlers just came in nowhere. Toddlers and small children are like the equivalent of a wrecking ball. I mean, most of the time, you know, they're just doing their thing and they're not trying to cause havoc, but they kind of do. So, somebody who's used to not being around kids and then being attacked by kids, yeah. Yeah, I see that. I definitely see that. Of course, I'm not much of a kid person either, so I totally agree with Chrys here. Maybe it's not the kids I have a problem with, but rather the neglectful parents. I concede. Kids can't really be accountable for being a little gross mini humans. Kids do tend to be pretty destructive. I'm not around very many, so I can't say I'm a huge fan either. Though, when I was younger, I used to take care of my little brother and sister, but it was hell sometimes. I'm surprised to hear that. It makes me feel a little better. He wasn't criticizing me, just curious, I guess. Honestly, I'm too young to even think about how I feel about kids. Just the thought of it makes me want to take a nap. But I do think they're very cute. Sometimes when I see a baby in the store, I want to cry. Is your biological clock not ticking? You're 24 already, and you've got the hips for it. I asked the question mainly to tease her and get back at her for that little garden comment earlier. It definitely is not. Just be lucky you don't have pesky hormones making you think you want to reproduce all the time, and you wish you had these babies. She grips her hips and sways. Shay laughs at our spat before speaking. I want to be a dad someday. I think I want to be an older dad, though, like 50 or something. Too much stuff to get done. A lot harder to do when you have a whole other person to take care of. Don't you think that's a little old? You want to see your kids grow up, don't you? Well, I will, but I plan to live till I'm 100. I'm trying to be as healthy as humanly possible. Actually, me too. It's a part of the reason why I'm vegetarian. Well, you guys are on the right track, but I'm here for a good time, not a long time. Bee's life is far more exciting than mine by comparison. I could definitely take a page out of her book. Going out with friends, traveling, wearing the nicest clothes, eating whatever and however much she wants, despite her saying she's improving her diet mostly junk food. What about you, Chrys? You want to be a parent someday? I have no idea. I always planned on starting a family, but I'd prefer to raise a kid with someone. Not that there's anything against being a single parent, but I don't think I could do it alone. I was raised by a single mother and I turned out just fine. But she did struggle a bit, so I get what you mean. Your mom is the best. I miss her. How's your brother and sister, by the way? I think leaving them all was the hardest part of moving. I mean, I'm happy I did. I love it here so far. It's helped me a lot. As for the twins, they're good. They're in college now. Crazy to think about, honestly. I'd be pretty sad if I had to move away from my granny. I mean, my parents are traveling and my big sister lives an hour away, so I get how you feel. I miss my dad, but he's always busy with some work-related thing. He's overseas as we speak. And Mom? Well, she's so focused on her wedding, I haven't heard much from her at all. I personally like being away from my parents, though. I feel like I really grew closer to them when I moved out. Yeah, I heard that's a thing. I really enjoy living alone, I will say. I agree. Living alone is the best. I'm so jealous. I have 3 roommates. Wait, you have 3 roommates? That's right, you don't know. Yeah, I live with Rain, my friend from college. They also work at the mall I work at. Zoe, my own manager at the Jade Palace, and Zoe's new boyfriend, who is technically a roommate now. And I love them all, but it'd be so cool to just walk around naked every once in a while, you know? Oh, Bee, sweetie. This is a lot of reading. I will say that this BL game has a girl in it way more than any of the other BL games I played. I understand she's like a key element in helping bring these two together, and she's also a good friend to both of them, including the main character, but I mean, this is definitely a game, the first game I played that has a female in it this long and this much. So it's interesting. I hope you guys like my girl voice. I just make it really high and it's turning into a little preppy girl, I think. Sorry, B. I'm not saying you're preppy. Oh, she has little strawberry earrings. That's kind of cute. Okay. Just taking a little break there. Time to dive back in. Oh, yeah, that's the best. Shay, you like walking around naked, do you? I'm taken aback. Pardon? You walk around your place naked? I see Chrys grabbed into the same thing I did. Don't you? Hell no! Dang, Chrys, live a little. For me, if nothing else. But, what if someone sees? Who cares? I care. We talk as we pick a spot and sit. We manage to get a spot that's under a large tree, granting us equal parts sun and shade. We set our blankets and our bag full of food onto it, unpacking. There is a decent variety of food between the three of us. Bea sits across from me and Shay beside me. I take a bite out of one of the apples Shay brought. Golden delicious, my favorite. It's almost like he knew or something. Wow, this lemonade is so good. I roll back my shoulders and smile to myself. You sound surprised. Oh, don't you start. I don't want to regret complimenting you. What do you think? I turn to Shay, who's onto his second banana. Oh, it's all gone. I like how fresh it is. I drink more, but I'm unsure of how much sugar is in it. The answer is unclear even to me. But knowing Granny, she probably just eyeballed it and tasted. Fresh is overrated. I'll take my artificial junk any day. You guys want a cheese orb? She reaches for the huge container of space-themed cheese puffs, offering it to us. Oh man, I'd love some, but that stuff is like poison to me. I've never seen a man so scared of cheese dust before. You look great. Why not have a cheat day or something? I have at least 3 cheat days. That's not how cheat days work, B. Is that even a diet at this point? Today is my cheat day. I get to have sugar today, in moderation, of course. I lean over to whisper to him. I think you're scaring her. You guys make me sad. What did I do? Being all health conscious and stuff, it sounds miserable. I'll look over at Shay, who shrugs. He doesn't look miserable to me, and my diet is the last thing that upsets me. We continue eating our food, both healthy and non, and sit back, deciding what our next move will be. You guys want to go on a walk? Shay perks up at that. Walking off should help. I might have eaten too many cookies. There's all kinds of trails. There's a lot of wildlife and stuff to look at. Sounds great. Sounds good to me. We pack up our stuff and stick the remainder in our cooler and shove it into Bee's car before venturing off into one of the trails in the park. Dandelion Drive, reads the sign to the trail. Well, there are dandelions around, so at least it's not just a name. Did you know people think of dandelions as just weeds? But they're really healthy and edible. They have like vitamin A and C, calcium and stuff. So, I can just eat these? I think during the Great Depression, people would eat dandelion salads. They're one of the healthiest greens in the world. I'd wash them first, of course, but yeah, you can eat them. That's really cool. I want to actually try a dandelion salad. I have to look up how you actually do that. I know you have to wash them. But we get like a ton of dandelions in my yard, so maybe I'll try that one day. What do you guys think? Would you like to see a picture of a dandelion salad if I make one? It's interesting and all, but... Oh, this is B. Female voice. It's interesting and all, but salad sucks. Maybe there are dandelion desserts? Should we grab some then? Yeah, I don't think they use pesticides here on the trail. And we do just that. Collecting a couple bundles for everyone. Making sure not to scalp the land of all of its dandelions, but as a weed, they would be back in no time. Maybe dandelion lemon bars would be good. You said you liked to cook before, right?
Huh?
You remember that? Chrys is the best cook. I try not to be smug about it, but cooking is one of my favorite things in the world to do. Yeah, it's fun. You're my new best friend, then. I can't boil water. Surely he can't be that bad. I hope. I mean, if that's the case, how's he even alive? Oh, yeah, like when you burnt that macaroni and cheese at my house. How do you even do that? Start boiling and then take a nap? I'll look at him in horror and he rubs the back of his neck. I told you. How? I've got to help in any way I can. There's a cookbook of mine I should let you borrow. Oh? Oh, was right. What am I even doing? I'll have to take you up on that. Well, I've gone and done it now. We spend some time in silence, just enjoying the sound of footsteps on the paved path. It's the only sure way to keep me from sticking my foot in my mouth again. I can hear the wind through the arch of trees overhead, birds chirping, bugs buzzing, the occasional forest creature scurrying in the distance, squirrels being the most common. Most just sprint around, standing in one spot to twitch and then dart off. It isn't until B stops and points at the tree before us do we see something worth admiring. 2 squirrels tangled up in the tree above. Are they fighting? I look a bit closer. There's lots of movement, but I'm not sure. Oh, wait, that's not fighting? We all look at each other and burst into laughter. I'm quick to move on after that display. They weren't fighting. They were doing something else together. The walk is pleasant. I feel so relaxed and I'm happy I've decided to come out. Despite being pretty skeptical before, I should go on more walks. It continues that way for a while before Shay screams, of all things. I whip around, not knowing what to expect, but the rapid wiping of his arms and legs clues me in. Ah, no! I made sure to put on bug spray. B steps towards to calm him and inspect him. She giggles, grabbing something off his shirt and makes her way to me to show me. A spider? A bee? Not even close. It's a ladybug. Shay! I join in her giggling as the little beetle spreads its wings and fly away. Shay gives us a stern look. It's hard to take it too seriously with a blush across his cheeks. I hadn't realized anyone was scared of bugs that much. Does a ladybug even count? Okay, I have a friend that is terrified of butterflies. So, yep, people can be scared of bugs. Aw, are you really scared of bugs? Shay, why did you go on a walk then? Bugs are everywhere. At least he didn't kill it. That was a close one. Don't start. I'm not crazy for not liking something with such spindly little legs. It's good luck if a ladybug lands on you. You should have made a wish. The only wish I could have had came true. B got it off me. I managed to restrain myself from laughing, as he still seemed shaken. Pretty cute of him, though. I wonder who he calls when there's a spider at his place. Oh, he's blushing again. Well, maybe he'll call you when there's a spider at his place now. Is that going to be one of the chapters? Us going to get a spider out of his place? I catch a glimpse of a little creek just before us and I rush over. Us and I. Oh, I catch a glimpse of a little creek just before us. And I rush over. But I made a mistake. I didn't actually look where I was going. Some tree root sticks up out of the ground and catches my foot. I twist and fall on my side. Ow, my leg. No, my ankle. I tip to stand on it, but instantly collapse again. Did I twist my ankle? B and Shay sprint over to me.
Chrys, you okay?
Yeah. I attempt to get up again. The second my foot touches the ground, a sharp pain shoots up from my ankle and I hiss at the pain. The worst pain, though, is the embarrassment I feel when I hit the ground once again.
Can you walk?
Yeah. I just keep losing my balance.
No, I think you injured yourself.
I shake my head childishly. I definitely hurt myself, but it's not that bad. Or at least that's what I've tried to tell myself. Dude, if you can't put any weight on it, it's bad. Do affirmations work that quickly? I'm hoping so.
I twisted my ankle a bit. I just need to walk it off.
That's the exact opposite of what you're supposed to do. You can't walk on it.
Should we call an ambulance or something?
I shake my head furiously. Absolutely not.
We don't need to do all that. I'll just carry him back to one of the benches and we can get his ankle on some ice.
You want me to carry him?
Don't worry about it. I can do it by myself. No problem.
My heart drops. Carry me? No, no way. I'll never live it down. I try to stand once more, and right as I'm about to either scream in pain or fall again, Shay catches me.
No, I got it. I don't need your help. I just rolled my ankle.
Hey, stop it. I can take you back. It's really no problem.
I grit my teeth and attempt to leave his grasp.
Chrys, stop struggling. I can't take you back. Let Shay help you.
She scolds me. I can't help but feel a bit like a child when she does that. Maybe I don't like children because I am one. God, this sucks. So goddamn embarrassing.
Fine. Are you gonna give me a piggyback ride or something?
I try to compromise. Shay thinks for a moment.
No, you might bump your ankle that way. Can I touch you?
I'm left speechless. Why did he have to ask me like that? It's nice. He wants to make sure it's okay. That's really sweet. I just nod, unsure of exactly what he plans to do. I prepare myself for whatever's in store. I'm already too far gone. I already look as stupid as I ever could. But no level of preparation would have been enough for what was to come. He swoops me up effortlessly, and before I know it, I'm laid across his arms like some fair maiden. He's getting carried princess style. We got art! Is this bridal style? He makes me feel weightless. He's pretty strong. At least those muscles aren't just for show.
Wow, you really are light. You eating enough?
Okay, let's just take a moment to look at this art. Look, she's like over here fangirling. Oh, this is so cute. You're eating enough? He lifts me up a bit in his arms, practically bench pressing me.
Of course I am.
I'm not a big guy, I'll be the first to admit, but he doesn't have to tease me about it. Maybe I should go to the gym. God, now I'm all self-conscious.
Oh, wow. Go Shay. Let's get back. I'll drive you home, Chrys. I'll let Granny decide if you should go to the hospital or not. Don't want to get you into debt over nothing.
True. Ambulances are very expensive in the USA, and a doctor visit's also very expensive, especially ER. I agree silently. I appreciate her thoughtfulness and looking out for my wallet. Shay smiles at me, and I could die right then and there. He's so bright. I'm burning up. He's so warm. What's this feeling? I feel comfortable? Safe? He starts walking with B beside us. I can't bring myself to converse, still in shock at my situation. Somehow, talking would make this worse. I can't feel casual about it. I want to hate it, I really do, but it's nice in its own way. He smells really good, despite being outside all day. I feel weird for noticing that, but I'm surprised. I don't know what it smells like. All I know is it's pleasant. It feels comforting, like when Granny would stroke my head at night. His complexion is near perfect, even from this close. Is this guy even real? I look down at Bae, who's smiling way too much. She even attempts to cover her mouth when she notices me watching her. I resist the urge to flick her the bird.
Better?
He asks me a question, and yet, again, all I can manage is a non-verbal communication. I nod. Chrys is speechless. He's like, this gorgeous Adonis has picked me up. I don't know what to say.
I'm glad you're not too hurt.
I turn to liquid in his grip. How can someone be so charming? Me too. I look down at her again and give her a small smile. They're too kind. Maybe I just need to relax. I'm the one who got myself in this situation in the first place.
Thanks, guys.
When we make it back to the park entrance, a family consisting of a mom, dad, and their 4 kids point at me and start talking amongst themselves. I want to hop out of Shay's arm right then and there, but I know that isn't such a good thing. I might actually end up in the hospital then. We eventually make it back to B's car. He sits me down in the passenger seat, looking me over and nods to himself. Let's get some ice on it at least. He leaves to go to the trunk where we stored the cooler. B right at his heels. Good idea. He comes back with a juice box B brought. I give him a confused look. This is the best we got for now, but when you get home, try to put an ice pack on it. In the meantime, this should be cold enough to at least numb it. I take it from him and nod once. B pinches my side and clears her throat. I know what she's doing. What is she, my mom? Hey, I was just about to. I clear my throat. Thanks, Shay. Sorry for being a pain earlier, too. He looks generally shocked at that. He averts his eyes for a moment, rubbing the back of his neck. Then he turns to meet mine. When they meet at that moment, it's terrifying, but also wonderful. I can hear my heart in my ears. Oh, man. So, yeah, I should get going. I had a lot of fun, guys. It really was. A bit scary towards the end there, but you were our hero, Shay. He waves off B's display of admiration. Oh, wait. My ears perk up at that. Chrys, let me get your number. Huh? My brain turns to static. Is he doing what I think he's doing? This is so sudden. I'm elated. I don't know what to say. That way, we don't have to go through P to communicate every time. Oh. Oh, right, of course. Oh, Chrys, come on. It's still a compliment. He wants to talk directly to you. Friends can ask for each other's number, too. Why was I so happy just then? Don't tell me I have a crush on this guy. He's good looking, but... oh, no. He's also really friendly. I want to talk to him more. I want to learn more about him. This isn't good. Not at all. Yeah, no problem. We exchange contact information. It's silent. I try not to say anything, scared that if I attempt to, I'll let something slip, or say something stupid. I'm so mad at myself. I'm so simple. He literally swept me off my feet today. Maybe I should have said no to giving him my number. Or would that have made things worse? No, there's nothing wrong with having each other's contact information. Drive safe, guys. And Chrys? He meets my eye again. Get to feeling better, okay? I nod, but I know that's not enough. Yeah, I will. Good. Bad guys. Have a good rest of your day. Bye. We drive off and B takes me home. I get out of B's car. Chrys, wait up. Let me help you. She catches up to me easily and leads me towards the flower shop. She leads me to the seat of the lobby and waits for me to get settled. Hey, I would like to stay longer, but I got to be at work early. My boss just called me in. Take care of yourself, and if you need anything, don't hesitate to call me. Heck, it might even get me out of doing some work. I chuckle at that. She might thank me, but her wallet surely won't. I'm good, thanks. I'll see you later. Love you. Love you. She kisses her hand and lightly smacks my forehead before rushing out the door. Hey, Granny! We finally get to see Granny. My granny comes into the lobby mere moments later. She must have heard the ringing of the door as we came in. She looks out into the lobby while approaching her floral arrangement. No matter how many times I make one, I can never quite do as well as she can, not to mention as quick and effortlessly as she does. I'm definitely better than when I was a kid, dreaming of the day I could make one of my own, but it's apparent I still got a long way to go. Welcome to the Busy Bee. Oh, Chrys, what happened to you? She rushes over to me before I can respond. She's quick to lock up the shop and turn the open sign to closed. I twisted my ankle at the park earlier. It's not too bad. I just need to elevate it and keep it on ice. She pulls over a stool for my foot and rushes upstairs. I'm a bit embarrassed by it, but it fills me with sunlight to be babied by my granny. It brings me back to being a little boy in the same shop, though it was less modern then. Also, Poppy was around. She's back down the stairs a moment later with a bag of peas and a hand towel. She wraps it up and hands it to me. Very Poppy Smith of her to do. Was there ever an injury I had that couldn't be healed by grocery store frozen veggies? It's been a minute since I really thought about Poppy. Even though his pictures are on the walls of the shop, and his essence still sticks with Granny. Especially with how quick they were to act. How calm and collected they always were. I stink at that thought. I really miss him. At least, I still have Granny. Let it rest for a bit, then maybe you can walk on it. It just looks swollen. I don't think it's broken or anything, but if it gets worse, we'll go see a doctor. I will, but I think you'll be fine. Stay off of it as much as possible, so take the day off tomorrow. Hopefully by then you'll be back to normal. I wanted to spend more time talking, but she's gonna be busy closing shop, and I'm exhausted. Oh, look, we get to see his, living area. I managed to get up the stairs and into my apartment without too much trouble, putting all my weight onto one leg and taking it very slow. Look, he's got like this little cactus here, and another little bee and flower, and a plant here, plant poster. Oh, and a little bee pillow. I fall into my room and lay on my bed. I'm instantly relaxed. The day's events catching up to me in no time. Before I'm comfortable sleeping, I pull out my phone. And a text. From Shay. I shoot up, feeling immediately stupid for having done so, but I pay extra close attention to the text. Hey Chrys, it's Shay. I was just checking on you. Hopefully you don't have to go to the hospital. Let me know if you need anything. I fight the urge to hug the phone to my chest. You're not some protagonist in a romance novel, Chrys. Get a hold of yourself, honestly. You are. You are the protagonist in a romance visual novel, dude. I take a moment to compose myself and text back something suitable, reading back over it too many times for something so generic. I'm good. Thank you for helping me and checking in. It's almost nothing, but what else can I say? To my surprise, he responds almost instantly. If you're feeling better soon, I was planning on going to the beach sometime later this week. I've already invited B. Beep, another text. I was hoping you could come too. Something in me like that. I grip my heart to steady it. He wants to hang out with me again? I try to stay professional and stick to the details. When do you think? Probably Sunday? Today is Thursday. I'm not sure if I'll be able to, but I'll let you know by tomorrow. Sounds good. I hope you get to feeling better. Take care of yourself. I don't respond. I never know what to say. Words are hard, and interacting with near strangers is even more so. I'll forever be an aspiring extrovert. I collapse back onto the bed, staring at the ceiling for a while before sleep finds me. Okay, that's the end of chapter 4, and oh my gosh, that was a long chapter. If chapters 5 and 6 are just as long as that one, I won't be able to put this all in one video. So, I actually think I'm going to end this here, and we're going to have a part 3 to the demo. So, what did you guys think? Oh, look! I got a little bee over here. I like that how, like, bees or flowers make it into every background, pretty much. Alright. Thanks for joining me. I hope you enjoyed, and join me for part 3 if you want to see what happens in the rest of the demo. Alright. Bye, all my chickadees. I will see you next time.